What up? What up? What up? Holla, holla. Yeah. On the way to the slave ship. Huh. Yeah. Hell yeah. Want to go put in some work. Because I go to work. Hell yeah. So, boxing and PEDs, huh? So, I haven't listened to people's videos. I only listen to the Lost Donkeys video. I only listen to that video. But boxing and PEDs, right? We got Arthur Baturviev popping for PEDs. They got him for well, he didn't pop for PEDs, but it is a PED. Well, it could be considered PEDs, right? Testosterone and HGH, right? They could be considered like a adverse analytical finding, but in this case, is being considered high levels of testosterone and high levels of HGH, right? One thing I don't hear people talking about with this is that injuries, old or new, with some athletes across all sports, this is across all sports. What some of them do, Martin King boxing, what's happening? What some of these athletes do when they have an old injury they're trying to take care of in a short amount of time, or they have an injury that requires surgery, or they got an injury, a new injury, and they want to heal fast. What they go out there and do is they try to get the stem cell therapy, right? And what happened is sometimes when you don't go to these reputable sources, they give your ass HGH, right? So that's one thing I don't hear people talking about. Like, how do you have high levels of HGH, right? Through proxy, I heard somebody say, that it was I should have went. That's all good. I heard some people say, y'all give me 1 second. Got my lighter. There we go. There we go. I need my light because I got to smoke with this. Yeah. And so that the high levels of HGH, right? You know, since they want to talk about like it's natural occurring in your body, but how do you have two high levels, right? And then, is this your first time ever having high levels? Hello. And then I heard somebody say, so I got distracted. I heard somebody say that somebody said that it has to do with kind of with his nationality and where you come from is the reason why he has high testosterone. Well, why does he have high HGH? See, then you still got to say that. And then, but that still doesn't. Hold up. But the high levels of testosterone, right? You would think, but how in depth that he's not the only fighter that comes up out of there, right? That comes from that region. So you would think that all these piss tests will already account for fighters from that region coming up with high testosterone. You know what I'm saying? They will already come up with that conclusion. It's like you could come to the conclusion. Well, you can Google it, and you will find out that bone density and testosterone does occurs in certain groups of people, and one of them is one of the majorities in the sport of boxing. So all that stuff is already taken care of. They already know who got high levels from where and who don't, because it would already happen countless of times. It would already happen countless of times. So that's out the window. What do you say? He say, I heard that Beterbiev had adverse finding that allegedly means he could have naturally built in his system. But 2, testosterone and HGH, 2 of them. 2 of them, not 1, but 2. And they're naturally occurring. Remember when your boy, well, not your boy, when Fury got popped for Nandrolone? Nandrolone is naturally occurred in your body. Hey. Hey. You know? But nobody's hitting on. I'm gonna get to the other comment. What would be the was it? Did he have enough to be an advantage in the ring? See what I'm saying? Or did the HGH and testosterone do its job? You know what I'm saying? Before he got in the ring. And I don't think it was an adverse finding. I just think that they found elevated levels of HGH and testosterone. Not high levels, but they didn't say how much he had in the system. Martin King Boxer says, I really don't think too much of the guy, because he's only 1 division boxer. Ain't nothing wrong with being a 1 division boxer, but hey, that's your criteria. That's your criteria. Let me see. Boy style don't transition to all weight classes at all. It could if he move up. Oh, you say he's a good boxer though. Sports, you know what I'm saying? They think that. Yep. Yep. You got 2. You got 2 things. Damn, I left my food. You got 2 things in that boy's system. And ain't nobody saying shit. The fight went on. Just like with Dillian White. Just like with everybody else. Right? I don't know if he did it or not. There's not that much information out there for people to gather from anyways. Nobody knows the levels. Nobody knows how many tests did he have high elevated did he have elevated levels of testosterone and HGH before? Only thing we know is just this fight. But ain't nobody, but I guarantee you, I guarantee you, they ain't worried about why. I mean, Tyson Fury's why was wild boar nuts. And they don't have a damn wild boar in the UK. You know? What kind of shit is that anyways? Right? What kind of shit is that? You're gonna get high levels of nandrolone in your system, but the way to do it, you gotta eat nuts. Makes no sense. And that's the reason why he served a retroactive ban. That's the reason why he did. Yeah. It wasn't because his ass wasn't responding, or he got out of boxing, or this, that, and the third. He had high levels. He had high levels of nandrolone, and he knew it. So, then Alicia Baumgartner look like she's in the clear with the WBC. So, or whoever, they just put out another statement on her. So, who knows with that shit too? Because nobody really tells you. Nobody really tells like the story like in transparency mode. They don't really tell the story. You know, they give people snippets of what transpired, but there's not even enough to really go by. You know, that's why I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know, because it's hard to sit up over here. Well, for me, I'm not going to sit up over here and pick apart a boxer, right? When you don't have enough facts. You know, in Tyson Fury's case, they actually tell you how much that he had in the system and what he had in the system, and for what fight that it should be ruled a no contest for. You know, they actually broke it down. And in Alicia Baumgartner's case, they don't break it down. And in Beterbiev's case, they don't break it down. In Conor Ben's case, they don't break it down. All they have is a whole bunch of statements that they call evidence of for the public, because they just, you know, release it to the public, and they act like it's evidence for no wrongdoing. You know, 1 minute it's the eggs, the next minute it's the chain of custody of the piss. You know, with Conor Ben. You know, I don't know where the egg thing came from, but from what I read when I read his statement, it was more so about the chain of custody of the piss. And I told folks a long time ago, when people piss hot, that's the first thing that they're going to go look for, is the chain of custody. Was everything done correctly? You see what I'm saying? Because that's the easiest way. That's the easiest way to get out of a. That's the easiest way to get out of this type of shit. You know. Marquis Boston said, Alicia can't mess with the quote. Better chill. I don't know, but that's gonna be a good fight. If they do fight, it's gonna be a slobber knocker. Yeah. You know, they need to go ahead and stop all that set tripping on the internet and go ahead and make that fight. In my opinion, they need to cut that shit out. They going back and forth on the internet and shit like that, serving each other up wolf tickets, you know. That motherfucking fight better happen, you know. But back to old Beterbiev. I know a lot of people out here, UCAD, USADA, WADA, they act like they work for these companies, man. That's why I just stick to my opinion and throw out information for people to look at. You know, I am no way, shape, or form working in capacity of any of these piss test companies. But I have read court cases when people piss hot. And they go into real good detail. Give me 1 second, y'all. What up?
In my class. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good to go, man. Have a good one.
All right, y'all. Yeah. Now, back where we was at. Lawyers, man, these lawyers, they go in real, you know, I'm not going to sit up over here and be like somebody and say that, you know, some people outlandish, just outright cheated with no conviction, you know, because this is people's careers and stuff like that. And if they didn't do it, I don't want to be the person to sit up over here. And when I say with Tyson Fury, you know, there's mountains of evidence out there. Oh, they just I don't know what the fuck they doing over there. Oh, I guess a fire happened, they putting it out. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, you know what it probably is? They probably pumping out all that damn water over there. That's probably what they're doing. Probably got too much water over there in that ditch. Yeah, you know, in Tyson Fury's case is totally different, y'all. You know, like that dude. You know, I was told, I was talking to this lady, Saturday, that happens to be from the UK. She's this Irish lady, right? And she agrees they'll do anything. So I met this Irish lady because it came in back in. So I got this Irish lady Saturday, and she was like, no, she don't like Tyson Fury because she said she like boxing and shit, right? So I asked her about it. It was like they're wrong. Like everything that they do is like they just fuck off everything, and they don't care if it's right or wrong. They just want to do it. So she even know. And that lady, she watched boxing. She been watching a couple of the fights I mentioned to her. I forgot which ones. But yeah. He said Martin King Boxing said, let's go, AJ. Fuck that boy up. What did he say? He said I never cared for face to face. I never cared for face to face and in interviews and shit like that. And only the reason why is because it's all just showmanship. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with who's going to win and stuff like that. You know, sometimes they sound good and sometimes they're entertaining, but I never really cared about that stuff, you know. Modern King Bond said the fight AJ versus Ngannou is better than Bum Usyk versus Fury. That bum to me. Nah, it's not. It's not better. I mean, you gotta fight for undisputed. You gotta fight that's for undisputed with two of arguably the best in the division. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not we like it or not, you know, you know, whether or not Francis, had some success with Fury or not, at the end of the day, you gotta take it for what it is. And what happens if Francis Ngannou don't make it out of this bad, don't make it out of the first round? You know, with AJ. You know what I'm saying? What happens if AJ don't make it out of the first round with that thing? Yeah, that's gonna be more of a spectacular at the end. At the end of the day when you watch both of the fights, because we already know that. Well, we already know we're gonna assume that the Fury and Usyk fight ain't gonna be as spectacular as two heavy hitting motherfuckers in the division. But like I said a long time ago, man, with these crossover fights and stuff like that. But the good thing about Francis is that he's putting 100% into boxing, and then you have people that's not putting 100% in boxing. Then you got these people that's coming into boxing, never having a boxing match before, never fighting an actual legitimate boxer with a professional record. You know what I'm saying? Having professional records. I think that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we really don't know who Francis Ngannou is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he just got here. You know what I'm saying? Is it a fluke? Is it not a fluke? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to put all my eggs off of Francis Ngannou based off of one fight? No, I'm not. But if everybody else, God bless them. But, I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket off of one fight. You know what I'm saying? It could be a fluke. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Yeah, I'm not really caring about that fight. And the only reason why I'm not is like that dude needs a couple more boxing matches. Not just one. You know what I'm saying? The feat that he's doing and what he's doing, you like look at the magnitude of what that means. Like if he beats look at the feat, the feat that we all looking at. Like, you know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen often. A guy comes into boxing and stands toe to toe with arguably one of the best in the division, and rocks the crowd and everything like that, and people get behind him. That was a big tall feat for him to get to. But now, some people out here are asking for too much out of Francis Ngannou. Now they asking him, or hoping and betting and all that stuff that he's going to beat AJ. You know what I'm saying? But look at the feat that you guys are saying that he's going to be able to accomplish, because this doesn't happen often. This type of shit doesn't happen often, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. What Francis already right now, what Francis Ngannou has a boxing is extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? It's extraordinary. It ain't nothing that any swinger dick can do. It ain't nothing that anybody straight off the street can do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't something that anybody in the UFC can do, or in mixed martial arts as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all folks can go ahead and say whatever they want to say, but